Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's I, Charlie, and I am back for yet another something slightly different. It is slightly different, isn't it? Something is changing in the winds of the world that we know. Alright, let's go over a couple games that I am currently reviewing. If I can close down everything but the actual recording. Okay. Artiana and the RB Feather. Platformer. Interesting type of game where you're toggling between your strength and your agility as of now, because I haven't gotten really far, but basically you have an agility which allows you to jump further and higher and all that stuff. And then of course you got your strength, which is when you beat the crap out of things. And note to those who play Artiana and the Harpy Feather, even if you're in agility mode, you still have to swing your stick, because if you don't, you hit one of those enemies that are now just a little purple sprite, they still will kill you. That's something I learned the hard way. The other game that I've been playing a lot of is Heroes and Legends Conquerors of Kaloha. What an interesting game. I've already put way too much time into this game, but I have to keep going because it's not good. No, you're not going to see a playthrough of it because it's a lot of rinse and repeat battles for me, because I'm basically trying to grind to make me super awesome for the actual story mode. But the majority of the game is you have to keep on your toes. Let me just put that way. I'm not going to divulge any other information, but it is definitely an RPG, real-time strategy-esque, with some crazy management going on that will always keep you on your toes. So anyways, yes, that too. Yes, some crazy news for those out there who are interested in it. Ultra Confusion, well actually myself, Charlie, will once again be upon the ranks of the working people. That's right. My laid off, unemployed status is now almost over. Yay! I go back to work on Monday. Will that change anything about Ultra Confusion? Probably not, because the vast majority of stuff that gets done on Ultra Confusion is done in the evening. So, yeah, you're going to be like, nothing really different, except Charlie's actually getting paid a salary that allows him to continue to live. Because we're getting a little close there with my bank account. But that's besides the point. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw your attention to subject A, B, and C, and D, and F, and G. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to say, keep with us in Ultra Confusion. There's going to be some crazy stuff that's going to happen in the very near future. I'm very sure of it. For you, if you're independent developers who are looking for individuals to QA test your game, Ultra Confusion does that. Unfortunately, we are going to have to incur a price, but have no fear. The price is not going to be astronomical. We are willing to work with you because we want the best for you. We also know that you don't have the crazy-ass budget. Now, of course, if you are a slightly bigger studio, you probably do have a little bit of a budget, but we are willing to work, okay? I would love to say that we have an in-stone, this is how much we charge, but let's be honest. We are going to give discounts to certain developers because we want the best games out there, and we know sometimes you developers are utilizing either yourself or your friends and family, which unfortunately is a big no-no. Okay, let's go real quick. Yourself, you personally know how the game's supposed to work, so you're only going to test that way. There's very few of you who are going to try to test outside the box. Friends and family, they may hate the game, but they're still going to say, it's amazing! And then when you put it to a reviewer, like Ultra Confusion or many of us else out there, we're going to basically give you a rude awakening. And Ultra Confusion, personally, will give you that rude awakening. We may give you a warning where we say, you should probably have this QA tested before you actually release it. I know that's a little bit harder with the, well, see, the problem is a lot of people, they don't ask for opinions until they've actually submitted it. And then if there's humongous changes, depending on what platform you have, you may incur fines or additional fees for having to basically resubmit the whole thing. Yes, you're allowed to have patches to, tweak a little bit here and there, but I don't know how that goes when you're doing a complete overhaul. I wonder if there's certain platforms out there that are just like, yeah, you just changed 85% of your game. Is that really the same game? You have to resubmit, which also could incur the fact that your game disappears for X amount of time. So anyways, if you are interested in anything that Altered Confusion has to offer, be it reviews, QAing, news, do you have a great game coming out? I know there's another Kickstarter group that has been pinging us, and I apologize. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it about writing something that's worthwhile. If we do, then there it is. But please keep us in mind for all of your crazy stuff. And of course, if you want to check out any of the other information, be it the playthroughs, the Thursday Night Hangouts, the Something Slightly Different, which is what this is right now, or anything else, just go to alteredconfusion.com. That's that email, that web address right there. Of course, you can check us out on Twitter. That's us. That's our Twitter handle right there, AlterConfusion, because AlterConfusion is just too powerful for the internet. You would explode. That is slightly too long. So, and of course, you can just Google us at Altered Confusion. Altered, E-D. I know a lot of people hear Altered. Alter Confusion. It's Altered Confusion, and that's because that's what we are. And look, I got my fancy shirt on. So, bye-bye. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to Something Slightly Different. Yes, I know, it's crazy. I actually did a Friday one, so... Now, of course, I'm not going to do anything productive with my evening. Of course not. I'm going to actually just grind and play some Defiance. So, see you in Defiance, where we're going to kill and destroy some Stako that's standing between us and our ultimate goal of being the #1 Arc Hunter ever. So there you go. So thank you for tuning in to Something Slightly Different. For myself, Charlie, and it's been a pleasure to give you this information that comes straight from my brain, out my mouth, no thinking necessary. Now, I do have to say this. It's kind of cool. Tomorrow, I know that the vast majority of you don't give a hoot, but we have the Altered Confusion has the opportunity of joining with a bunch of other like-minded gamers to create a board game day. Tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Would I like to record it? Absolutely. Will I record it? Probably not. Because it's going to be a long recording. This isn't like tabletop, where it's like, oh, let's try to fit this thing in 45 minutes. No. No. We are not going to put that kind of constraints on this awesomeness, okay? If there's an awesome game out there that takes like 8 hours or 10 or 12, we're going to play that, and chances are you're probably not going to want to watch the entire thing, so yeah, it's probably not going to be recorded. But at the same time, if you, the audience, want to tune in, I'm sure that I can set some kind of like Twitch stream up where you could just check in on our craziness that is going on. If you would like to do that, please go to alterconfusion.com. and hit us up in the Contact Us thing, or of course you can hit us up on the Twitter feed. And of course we are also on Facebook, just search for Altered Confusion. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the very, very near future. Probably sooner than you'd like, but that's just how I roll.